Howdy doody, welcome back to Bowser's Keep and Super Mario RPG.
You almost went a pirate in there. Arr. You got skull and bones on the brain?
Probably. So welcome to Bowser's Keep. You're gonna fight some enemies you saw earlier that are different colored.
And we are in endgame territory.
We are in endgame territory, folks, so...
Like... Granted, like, endgame territory in any game's bittersweet because you're like, yes, I've worked so hard getting up to this, but it's like, it's that bittersweet moment, like, it's coming to an end.
Yeah, you are sad it's coming, especially with a great game.
Oh, like this one, like,
yeah.
Like, you want more, like, you want more charm.
You really do, and you know, all good things come to end, and too much of a good thing, it can be a problem too, but...
Yeah.
But I am definitely, it is better when I beat this game the first time, and that beating the remake for the first time was the first time I ever beat the game fully. I struggled on Smithy boss when I was a kid. Again, I didn't get the best stuff, so I didn't know about it, or didn't know how to get it. But then I found out, I'm like, oh yeah, this game's super fucking easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, so again, I'm leveling up. You know, we're gonna see some little bit of grinding here as I go. I'm gonna take on enemies so I can level up Mario quicker. I did put the XP booster back on him. But yeah, folks, like we're endgame.
Yeah, endgame territories. It's a very interesting spot, especially like, okay, like games like Final Fantasy 15, which like you.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that could happen.
That is funny. But it's like Final Fantasy 15. Like, you know, like at that point you've gotten more than enough information. Like, you know what's going to happen, but you don't want it to happen, but you know it's coming.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't want to spoil it because I think that's going to be like the first, like, quote unquote Final Fantasy game I introduce you to.
15.
Yeah, because its story, it's interesting, and it handles some of the heartfelt moments very well. Like, I love it. It is. There is one cutscene, like, it made me cry the first time I watched it.
I've never seen 6 enemies. I did not know you could have 6 enemies.
That's. I'm wondering if they did that just because of Endgame.
Like, even with my last playthrough, I never had this.
It's the LP curse.
It's fucking awesome. No, I think this is a great thing. I don't even think it's a curse.
No, I don't think. But still, it's funny. Like, well, I didn't know that happened.
And by the way, they didn't even get a chance to attack, so I killed everybody. But yeah, no, I didn't know there could be 6 of them. Like, I was pretty happy about that. That
was actually a nice change.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one cutscene in Final Fantasy 15. If anyone's played it, you kind of... There's a certain spot in the game, like, right as you're starting to get, like, directed towards the end game. It hits like a fucking freight train, and I just... It brought tears, like... They handled the heaviness of that scene very well.
By the way, I have that flower thing on now. You see how much these cost?
Yep.
Yeah. A lot more manageable.
Hold for power.
Supernova Blast!
The sun's like, I'm just gonna die right now. Screw you all.
Damn it.
Oh, my ass!
My ass, my ass, my ass.
I should have ate so much Taco Bell.
You guys coming out?
No, I don't think so. Now they are. A Grand Trooper?
Grand Trooper. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of, like, reskins here, but...
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
But it makes sense in Bowser's Keep, you know?
Well, also, we've talked about it in terms of They didn't really have a lot of resources for game design back in the day, too.
No, they didn't.
So that's kind of how they kept the longevity of the game there, is reskin it. That was the cheapest option.
It makes sense. I get it, you know.
Double it. Where's Yoshi? Yoshi!
I can't believe I got tired earlier.
You're still salty about that?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So Mario leveled up. Mario.
Mario! Mario!
Make him even more of a badass. I remember, folks, the cap is only 30, so.
I loved how they just like, screw you. We don't know you. You're an intruder.
So the idea is, and there is, and one of the reasons why I also don't mind the reskins here is there is, and you'll see it later with Magic Koopa, is these guys are brainwashed, and when they're brainwashed, they change color. And it's actually a really cool touch. So you kind of see what I mean when we get a little bit later on in the game here. But, so it makes sense in this. Big guy's ready to launch again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but 420, blaze it, bitch.
It is legal where we live.
It's true.
Not that I'm gonna be doing any of it.
No. Yeah.
Granted,
I don't care if people do, but...
granted, last time I did do it, cleaned me out well where I could have gone in for a colonoscopy appointment.
Jesus.
Well, I also had, I think I discussed this before. If not, I might have. I might not have. But I had close to 700 milligrams.
Woo!
I was stoned off my ass.
So, I wonder, sorry for interrupting. I wonder if you don't have Bowser in your party, if they don't get scared. Like if he's on the sideline, do they not run away, or they run away because Bowser's there?
I think they run away because Bowser's there. Because Bowser, think about it. Bowser's Koopa King.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's a cool touch.
That I do like that mechanic. A Forky appeared. Oh, that's interesting.
What's that?
Did you see that text box? It said Forky came to its senses.
Mm-hmm. He was enraptured.
Yeah.
The other one that we saw earlier, it was sleeping.
Hmm.
We are fighting a lot of enemies in this part, folks.
That's fine. We're just here for the journey. Here for
Absolutely.
Here for the fun and the bullshit. And sometimes for the off-color jokes.
Also true. But yeah, as far as this game goes, like I said, we're in end game. This Bowser's keeps pretty long, relatively speaking. Smithy's Castle, when you go into that spot's not as, I don't think it's as long, or it doesn't feel as long. Although you can grind your heart out in that fucking thing. So now we have a. Probably gotta avoid most of these. So come over here.
He's like, I got your number, bitch.
Yeah, he does. Again, I don't mind fighting him, but you know, I think here, in a dark level, I just want to get out of dark levels. I'm never a fan of dark. Even though you got big receptacle here, it's not nearly as bad as you would think it is.
I also think
that was a mushroom, by the way.
I also think too, like dark levels are interesting in the standpoint of it puts a player on edge. Like it's a nice little concealment of what's actually there. It's part of the reason why I really want to play the new Dead Space game. As much as it's gonna just throw my heart rate through the roof.
Oh yeah.
It's that aspect of they've used it to mask enemies, especially with the power system with switching the fuses. Which, honestly, I think it makes...
See that Goomba? He just jumped off the edge!
Yeah, he just suicided. He's like, oh, screw this shit, bye!
Oh, not him again.
We're gonna fight the raptor again.
This asshole again. Alright, let's talk to him. Hey Mario, do you remember you used a save point? Yes, I did. It's playing danger up ahead, so it's best saved now. You need anything? Wait, what?
He's a merchant.
He's cool with you now. He's your friend. He doesn't have great stuff though, unfortunately. If you absolutely need something, you can go here. He just doesn't have anything good, unfortunately. I think that's a missed opportunity. And now one of the biggest gimmicks in the game, we'll go through the explanation, I'll let you read it on your own time, I'll kind of explain myself. You need to go through 4 of these. There is a platforming section or action courses. These ones, again, it's isometric platforming.
So a little bit of bullshit, okay?
Yeah. Then you have battle courses. You just fight everybody. You have to fight them. I like these. I'm probably gonna do all 6 because you can do all 6, and because the prize, because you can get Mallow's, Bowser's, and Geno's ultimate weapons here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The last 2 open onto puzzle courses, no sweat. But I don't. It's I think it's randomized on which one's which. And what your prize is.
You must do 4 of the 6.
Yeah.
Can you do all 6?
You can do all 6.
Okay.
And I probably will, even though I don't like the action courses. There's a Magic Koopa. So now you're just this is basically just these ones are basically just like a tower in a lot of RPGs or arena or stuff like that.
Or kind of like the classic Pokemon games where you have like when you go into the gyms or you have 4 people you're fighting against before you get to the gym leader.
Yeah. And you can't skip this, by the way. You can't skip any of these fights. You have to fight them all. I don't remember what speedrunners do. I think they're like a glitch or something they can do, but...
why would you do that? You miss out on the charm.
Yeah, but they're speedrunners. They gotta beat the game in under 2 hours.
No.
We're gonna be at like 16, 17. I will say the speedrun of this game is actually pretty cool.
There's a couple games like I can see like the point of speedrunning them, but it's like if you're playing an RPG, settle in, enjoy the story.
I would tend to agree with you.
I also don't get like the glitch of speedruns for Zelda games either, but that's I also don't get TikTok. I don't get some of these newer stuff either. I don't play Fortnite. Yeah, I'm that much of an old geezer.
Old fun gaming for a reason.
Yep.
I will defend speedrunning. I think speedrunning can be really cool to watch. Watch these people. You know, they're spending thousands of hours on games. They do some really cool shit. Way outside of my range. I like watching like Mega Man X speedruns especially, and Mario speedruns are really cool too. Like the platformer games. Because a lot of that tends to be skill. There's not like a lot of skips you can do. Like regular Mega Man, there's skips you can do, but in Mega Man X, you don't really see too many of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it just depends on
what the game
and
is.
plus, you know, Speedrunner does they have really cool two AGDQ and SGDQ that raises millions for charity every year.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah.
One's Doctors Without Borders, and the other is a Cancer Foundation. So that's really cool causes, and
yeah.
So I gotta give it up for that. You know.
I will give them that.
You know that these speedrunners take time out of their Twitch schedules. You know, a lot of these that's their livelihood, and they take time out and go to these events. And if you never watch it, you really should, because it's if you like speedrunning, I want to stress that. If you don't like speedrunning, you might not like this, obviously, but they do some good stuff. I think each event basically makes $2 to $3 million per.
That's quite a bit
anymore, and yeah, I mean they make a shit ton for these really great causes. So
yeah, and Doctors Without Borders, that's definitely a really good one.
Mm-hmm. So. Always January. It's January and June every year. January is the Prevent Cancer, and I think June's the Doctor Without Borders one. So if you're interested, go watch it. I almost went to. I actually was considering going to one a couple years back before the pandemic, and Because I thought it'd be really cool, but then I'm like, nah, I don't speedrun, and honestly, I'd probably get bored.
Yeah.
And it's 24. It's like a 24/7 during that week. So 7 days, 24 hours worth of speedrun every day. So there is no break. I mean, people ain't speedrunning 24 hours, but they do some. There is some long speedrun, especially like the night overnight. That's when they'll do like super, like the RPGs are like 8-9 hour speedruns. Which, by the way, fuck that.
No, thank you. Granted, like, okay, the only speedrun that I find relatively interesting is Dark Souls. Being able to beat it at one.
Yeah, those are pretty good. I have seen those.
Those are interesting for me to watch. Because I know, like, the journey of the game and what you're supposed to do. Or, quote-unquote, supposed to do. And go, like, got it done in, like, 3 hours.
Yeah. These guys are so easy.
We're
almost done, folks. We're almost done. By the way, I don't know if you saw in the bottom left corner, there is a give up icon, so if something gets a little too hard, you can give up and go to a different door. So you don't have to keep banging your head against the wall.
What? Why would you give up?
Some people did. I wouldn't give up, but...
No.
Although the platform sections do make me rage a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I hate about these battles, there's 3 separate rooms of this shit.
I gotcha.
So it can drag a bit. And it does start dragging.
But I also think, like, this is where they know, like, we need to add the padding so it's not so, like...
Oh, absolutely.
Boom! Here's your final boss.
And in fairness, it's not unusual. Be loved by a woman. No. It's not unusual for an RPG to have a...
No.
As I was saying before, an arena section or some sort of like trial section or you know. So I mean, this is nothing new for an RPG, but
no, it's not. Like,
it's just this goes a bit long.
Ultra jump! Oh, hey!
Oh fuck! I fucked up. I was trying to kill them all in one go. Oh, if I just didn't feel like defending and just kill him with that.
Yep.
It's a waste of pure water, but I'm really not gonna use them again.
I'm just gonna be the bane of your existence. More enemies.
Wake me up. Ooh,
oh, yep. Get rid of them.
Okay. With pleasure.
Yep. It's like Mario's like, I've got it.
Again, Mario's such a badass.
44.
Mario's good, right? Mario might level up.
Again, yeah.
He'll definitely level up on the second version. Oh, we got Mimic. So you end with a Mimic battle. Was it Fireball this thing was weak to, or was it Jump?
It was Jump.
It was Jump?
Yeah. Because we tried Fireball and it didn't work, but when we did Jump, it... Like, I think you scored, like...
That?
Yeah,
Yeah. I couldn't remember. I knew one of them was, I knew one of them wasn't, and I was struggling to figure out which one... I couldn't remember which one was which.
Because it's like, I was looking at it, like...
Whoa!
Whoa! Bahamut? Bahamut my butt!
Whoa.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen that.
Nope, they all can do something like that, bring out an enemy like that, but... and so if you're doing like the Tattletale thing that Mallow has, that's like your only opportunity to do it. So keep that in mind when you fight the Mimics. You may not want to kill them that quickly. But I did, so... Alright, so our first prize is... the Star Gun! That is... Geno's ultimate weapon. Doesn't go up a ton, but it does go up some.
But Geno also hits heavily with AoEs.
Yep. Yes, he does. So that is room 1. So now is puzzle time. Oh.
Yep.
This one's not so bad. There is one that's not great. If you're right, you're a block you're standing on will move up 1. But if you blow it, you go down 2. Keep that in mind. You have 5 seconds. If you can't answer, you move down 1. Reach the 8th step within the 12 questions, and you won. Got it? Good. What does the red essence do? It gives you strength. It relieves back pain. I wish. What's the chef's name at... Ooh.
Tort, yeah.
What does Birdo come out of? An eggshell. Who is the ultimate enemy in this adventure? Smithy. Which monster does not appear in Booster Town?
Terrapin?
Who is famous composer? That is
Tofas.
I think it's this one. Oh, well, I had...
Pearls, yep.
I went with current because it current.
Yeah.
I haven't had that one before. I haven't had that one before. That reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie's final thing. Fuck this one.
Oh, here you go.
You have to count all these.
Oh.
And you got like...
That was 12.
Yeah, it's 1, 3, 6, 9, 12. It's 15. So, you have... There's like 2 or... Like 3 or 4 of these you gotta do. Alright, here we go.
That was just warm-up.
That was just a warm-up. You really count. You got 26 ready? 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 37, 35, 44, 44. I believe it was 44. You miss one of these, you have to restart this whole fucking thing again.
Yep, that's 44. Oh, correct. Pizza cake, huh? Go through that door.
Oh, this sucks.
Which one is this?
I'll figure out what place they came in with their hints. Boo, Goo, Bones, and Kip.
Oh, it's a logic puzzle. Okay.
I suck at logic puzzles. The triathlon includes swimming, cycling, and marathon. It's up to you to guess which place each person came in, so listen well to what they have to say.
Okay.
So Boo says, I placed the same in swimming and cycling events, but 2 others beat me in the marathon.
Okay.
So it means he went 3rd in the marathon.
So, yep.
I came in 3rd for swimming and never did better in the events after that.
So, 4th place.
He never did better. He could have done the same.
Yeah.
So it could have been...
Third or lower.
I fell into 4th place during the bike race, but finally ended up in the same place I did in the swimming events. So what was he saying?
Alright. That's interesting. That's not a lot of hints. So there was a bike, swimming, and marathon?
Yep.
Would it be the Jeep that top?
See, I don't have pen and paper. I should be writing this down.
I placed 3rd.
So he placed same as swimming and cycling events, but the other 2 others beat him in the marathon. So he finished 3rd in the marathon. We know he finished swimming. He finished 3rd in swimming and never did better in any events after that. He fell into 4th place during the bike race, but finally ended up in the same place as he did in the swimming event.
Alright, do we want to end the
Let's
part here?
Let's call this part. We'll do this logic puzzle next part. And we're going to try to figure this out, because this one's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Until then.
See ya.